harassed than Leona will, but Elise is coming down here. You mentioned it, they want that early dragon.
Yeah, definitely. They've got the advantage for it. They can definitely take a lot of dealings from it, and it will benefit for them having given first blood to Sivir already. Don't think they're going to go for it though. I think they're going to have to back out because it looks like actually Storm may be going for an early dragon.
So they're thinking about it. Ari was just looking to roam down to that bottom side of the river and provide a small amount of assistance there. She had a feeling something was going on towards that bot lane. They smelt it out and they backed it off. But Leona was force base again. So what this means is actually Sivir and Thresh are higher level than Leona, but Vayne is also slightly higher level.
Yeah, but it does mean that she can't go in and get CS. It means they can force her under turret and even harass her under turret to deny her some of that gold for the CS she's going to have to get. And that's one thing Vayne does have a slightly problematic laning phase for. She has trouble trying to CS under turret because she can't get a lot of those silver bolt procs.
Okay, so we just saw Wukong has now hit that level 6 off his red buff. Unfortunately, Elise not quite level 6 yet. She's doing that white, trying to get it up. Obviously, Wukong got that kill, got a little bit of experience to come out of that one. And, well, is it going to be a dark passage into this bot lane?
I think we could see it, but I think there's something, bit of an engage going in top lane. Never mind.
No, it's just trading.
Just trading.
It's just tanks being tanks. They run at each other and do nothing.
Went quite hard, so I was like, maybe he's going to go for a dive, but wasn't much there. Anyway, yeah, I definitely feel like bot lane's got a lot of the focus at the moment because it's having quite an impact so far. Will is the man actually quite doing well on his wards, keeping them up with that. It's actually forced a lot of just MeerKats to not have much of that presence towards warding in bot lane.
Oh, Death Sentence finds onto Vayne. She eats a lot of damage. They have to be very careful. Lapras is a long way in front of Cersei right now. And Leona, probably not the best pickup in towards this lane. Maybe something like an Alami, maybe a Janna would have been a little bit of a better pick. Let's talk through that one.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that.
Oh, hang on, there's the flare backwards. The ricochet's coming out as well. Death Sentence doesn't quite find Cersei. That would have been a max range one if it did. Barely missed the backside right there of Cersei. But let's talk through these support choices in towards this bot lane.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that Thresh does really well to counter Leona in terms of supports, poke, and engages. The fact of the matter is that, you know, Thresh has longer range than her. He's got longer range on his abilities that engage on enemies, and he has his own forms of CS that aren't so much like locking down as they are as keeping someone into a fight. The box obviously slows by 99%, Flay obviously knocks back, and Death Sentence obviously...
Oh, Death Sentence going to find Underworld's Insanity. There's the Flay as well. They're looking to put damage down, but it's actually just going to be another trade. And Sivir is a long way ahead. Didn't need all 3 Silver Bolts procs from Vayne because it was too dangerous as well. And that means that Cersei's not doing enough trade damage in this lane, and they're forced out of this one again. Sivir can shove this straight to the turret.
Yeah, I feel like if they shove it right now, they could even potentially take this first turret at just over 10 minutes. Ooh. Got a bit of a pause.
And a pause coming out. So we're just going to switch back to, obviously, our idle screen. Not trying to give away any map information here of their opponents, but what is about to happen. I mean, we've jumped up to that top lane maybe a couple times to see how Christmas Trees is going up against Aetherus, and really it's all Aetherus' lane. I mean, he is that 17 CS ahead, and how's Shyvana going to come back from this?
Yeah, Shyvana, as we discussed, is going to have a bit of a hard time in this top lane, obviously because of how much of a lane presence Renekton has. He's able to really bully out anyone he comes up against, even champions like Nasus, Mundo, Wukong, Vi. He does well to really just bully anyone out of their lane as much as he wants. He doesn't have to really care about that, and I guess that stems from the fact that his ult is called Dominus. So there's that. We could see a early T-Storm Dragon though, obviously because Leona and Vayne aren't there to stop it, and Elise is the only one within that range to really counter it.
Good time on Elise. She stayed in this bottom side jungle even when her lane went back, whether she needed to clear it off the turret, whether she needed to make sure that that dragon wasn't taken. So great job from Elise right there.
Yeah, and I feel like it was a bit of a bait for them, but it didn't really work out in their favour, excuse me, as it probably would have been more beneficial for Thunderstorm to really shove that turret, even deny a lot more of that CS than what they did. to try and even take that turret from bot lane, put them behind a little bit. Death sentence going out there, but not really going into much.
Yeah, it's not going to quite connect. But let's talk support items as well here. Now, it looks for me, because items fill, when you fill off your item slots from 1 onwards, you fill them from the center and fill them out. So Thresh actually started with the Doran Shield. He's just now picked up a Sightstone, but Leona also started with the Doran Shield, and I don't know, there's been a little bit of conversation about supports lately, where you run the 3 quintessences of HP regen, or with 2 as well, so that's 6 health regen per 5 seconds, and that's identical to the Doran Shield. But what is your better start on towards the support, as you will?
I've actually personally been favouring the gold items over Doran's. We could see a bit of engage here. I'll just hold off on this thought for the second. On the Hunt's proc. So.
Yeah, there we go. The Flay comes back in. Ari's coming down towards this bot lane as well. Sussy's the focus. There is the Cyclone. They're trying to do as much damage as they can. Sussy's gone now. Insanity is in a lot of trouble. Sivir auto attacks that one. No, Wukong's going to pick it up. And ping immediately on towards that dragon. Great call on that one, Boogie.
That will be an early dragon, definitely. That was some serious burst from Thunderstorm there. Orianna, I don't even think, noticed that they had gone away from mid lane, but now she's shoving that one up, maybe trying to get some early damage onto it. But this will be first dragon off towards Thunderstorm.
It's Team Storm.
We could be rotating mid now against For Sunday.
Team Storm, buddy. Team Storm. Not Thunderstorm.
That's what they do.
Just because it's TS doesn't mean it's Thunderstorm. Team Storm. But
yes.
They're now rocketing out to a 3k gold lead this early on, and that's huge. They're 4-0 and they've picked up that first dragon, and that bot turret's not too healthy either, and this top lane's always been shoved in as well.
Yeah, I think the only person who's had a bit of trouble in terms of their laning phase has been Shyvana, but it hasn't affected her too much. She's, keeping up relatively well in terms of CS, obviously going towards that Sunfire's cape early over what Renekton's going for in terms of the Spirit Visage, but he's only ever been really able to trade with her. He hasn't been able to kill her yet, and Wukong hasn't done much to really go towards it to do a turret dive to kill Christmas Tree, but neither has Elise. Pop Sandy hasn't done anything to go try to relieve that pressure, because they can trust that Shyvana's going to do well. Lane. Oh, bot
hang
lane,
on, bot lane. There's going to be a hard engage on towards Storm Lapras. The spell shield did come out. Didn't actually end up rocking anything. There's a Solar Flare as well. Elise is here. They do get condemned on towards Willa's Demand, and now they're trying to turn it back around. Can they outfight this one? Cocoon finds it. No, that is going to be a dead Thresh. Insanity is actually going to dive back in, but no, that's going to be nothing. But now Wukong is here. He's coming in with a Cyclone. Knocks up Insanity as well. Insanity's very low. Cersei's not on high health either, and they barely get out. The Ricochet almost picks up too, but they do pick up Elise and Leona. Vayne's still alive. Now Orianna's coming into this one. She wants a bit of this gank. Boomerang Blade does come out, does connect. Lapras is trying to turn it back around, but it's gonna be the disengage for both teams. Lapras wants to fight. He reckons he can win this one. And no, it's going to be the force out again. Yeah, he could. I mean, he's got that AD. Oh, there's the shockwave. It's actually going to be turned around by Sunday. Boomerang Blade comes out again. And just such an extended play period. But now Ari's chasing up on towards Vayne. Picks her up in the background. Great job by Eddie. And now it's going to be the force down towards Sunday. Can they dive it? Spirit Rush is not up. But there it goes, the dive. The DFG came out on towards Sunday, but missed with that all the deception. Here comes the Foxfire looking for it underwards. Sunday with just a tick of health. Oh, the barrier comes out. The Foxfire hits the barrier, the flash away. And there it is, the Orb of Deception to pick it up. Zenith Blade as well. There's a Shield Daybreak looking for that stun. And now Pop Sanity has arrived onto this fight. This has gone on so long. People have respawned. Willa's Demand is here as well. And finally we have a disengage from that bot lane fight.
I would like to talk about how extended that bot lane fight was. We saw Insanity 12 die early on in that fight when Wukong initially ran into lane and Cyclone. Then we saw Elise die at that...
Oh, hang on, it's not over yet, but Willa's Demand is going to get turned on. There's the Zenith Blade. Can they turn it back around? Lapras, the box comes out as well. Insanity's in trouble again. He could die a couple of times in just a couple of minutes. He's gone. Now Vayne is trying to turn it back around. Stuns Willa's Demand out, looking to fight on towards Lapras. Does get the third Silver Bolt proc, but there it is. The auto attack from Thresh picks that one up. 10-1 in favor of Team Storm, and that is a fed Sivir. She's 8 kill participation out of 10. That is 80% kill participation.
And that's bot lane turret. That's 4 kills, into bot lane. Oh, actually, it would have been 5, wouldn't it? Because we saw Orianna and Elise fall. So no, 6, sorry. Man, I'm losing count of how many kills we just saw in bot lane. That was 6 kills and a turret to 1. 6 kills to 1 and a turret. That put a lot of pressure into the bot lane now, because CV is going to go ahead. She's already built into her Bloodthirst, and it looks like she's either building
she's gonna
into a Infinity Edge.
No, she'll probably go that Last Whisper. Last Whisper. Because Boomerang Blade damage.
Yeah, I could see Last Whisper. But now look, Thunderstorm are rolling into mid lane and just going to go take this one as well.
Yeah,
that's two lanes in, 2 minutes at most.
That's getting on towards the 7k lead. Insanity's in trouble, takes a huge amount of damage. Eddie does already have that finished DFG. He's looking to get on the hunt, was actually popped to try and help him out. Oh, the Orb of Deception! And Siva picks up another assist. She is now 9 from 11 kill participation. And that is huge, this dragon respawning in a minute 45.
Yeah, that was well played by Thunderstorm there. Storm 80 wasn't going to be able to quite get Leona, but Lapras ran in with On the Hunt, and because On the Hunt...
Oh, Flash Death Sentence, and Sunday is in trouble. Again, they pick him up. They're trying as hard as they possibly can. Shockwave doesn't go out. Was timed out by the death, and the sideways Orb of Deception to come out from Eddie was really an Orb of Deception.
Yeah, it was quite deceiving for both us and against just MeerKats. But, Wukong!
Just going to go
caught the end of it.
Hard and top, yeah.
Cyclone was used, Dominus was used as well. And that was enough to pick up Christmas trees, and I believe that's just going to be top lane.
Oh, look at that Boomerang Blade! It's doing a huge amount of damage. Wow, yeah, they're going to pick up that top lane turret, and that is going to be huge. But now, focus on towards this mid lane turret, as Angsty has actually roamed down. The Death Sentence comes through, doesn't quite connect. Focus on towards that turret. They pick it up. Are they disengaging? No, they want more from this one. They're not quite done in this base yet.
Yeah, definitely. Aetherius is actually going to proxy that top lane, let the minions take that one, and then they're just going to, just MeerKats don't have an answer for it. They're doing the MeerKat plays and they're just standing watch, waiting for something to happen. And Thunderstorm are just rolling all across the map and just, striking wherever they can.
Absolutely. Now let's go. Oh, never mind. Storm Eddie's going deep for Insanity. Doesn't find the Zenith Blade, but that will be obviously that turret in the top lane finally going down. But that Death Sentence barely missing as well. Shyvana's running towards that top lane. Okay, finally we can go back and we can start to talk about these support items. I was just having a chat with actually a friend of mine about it, and he said Doran Shield or Health Crystal or the Spell Thief's Edge are your only 3 options at the moment. Do you feel that starting with an Ancient Coin isn't good enough at the moment?
It depends on what kind of a lane presence you're going for. I feel like with what these teams were going for, Spell Thief definitely would have been the better option. Both went for very aggressive lanes, whereas Talisman and that builds a lot better from going into a passive lane where you're just going to sit there and farm. That's how you get the max amount of gold from that one. Whereas Spell Thief's Edge goes better in towards a super aggressive lane where you're looking to engage quite hard. And I feel like Doran's Shield, even as a starting item, is good because it allows you to sustain into that lane quite well.
Thresh is going to be roaming towards this top side, does throw out... Oh, he finds the Death Sentence! Range. That was absolutely max range, and that forces the Dragons to send over the wall. Christmas Trees will get out of that one, but only barely with his life. Oriana's forced down in this bot lane as well. There is pressure going left, right, and center from the guys on Team Storm.
Yeah, Fog of War, more like Storm of War. That's all Thunderstorm are doing. They're rolling all across the map. They're dominating everywhere. They're striking what they can. But as I was saying, Doran Shield's good in a lane when you're looking to go for a sustain. It works similar to going for a Crystal Start. It gives you more health, but it does offer HP regen. And obviously many people have mentioned if you go HP regen Quints, it works quite well. I personally don't like going to HP Quints, regen Quints, just because it doesn't offer as much towards late game. But it can be beneficial towards early game. It can allow you to assert a lot of dominance in that early game as well. Yeah,
you're so tanky you can just bully out your opponent.
Definitely.
Absolutely, that's how it's going down. But now on this top lane, actually looks like Christmas Trees is starting to out-trade back on towards Aetherius. Aetherius has gone for that Spirit Visage, so obviously the Cull the Meek will be significantly healing him more.
Yes.
But anytime he's procced by magic damage, he doesn't quite have that Spectre's Cowl passive, because that one is only on a completed item, only lasts on that Banshee's Veil.
Yeah, I do believe, though, that's to counter some of the damage from Burnout. It allows him to harass her under the Burnout proc and, really do some more damage in terms of that. Because I don't know if you know it, but Burnout damage scales off of physical damage, but it's actually actually magic
Magic
damage.